back spot, and I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today...
Turning on the Jets. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Groupers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Groupers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 10. He's up to 57 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. The Groupers have their offense in high gear. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So the FIU Panthers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
He'll toss it. Got the 1st down and more. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Keeps looking downfield. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up.
He's loose. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, FIU. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
No, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll ride his man on the option. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the groupers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, the ground game. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The groupers will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. And some room to work. Turning it on. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference, defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the Panthers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The option look. They go to the ground. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Floating away. That's a fly. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Panthers.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first first down. And the groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Panthers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Oh, they're after him. Looking to scramble. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Grouper.
Love the... decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. FIU will line up to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Gives it on the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The groupers decide to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. The pitch. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Smashes through the tackle. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is on its way. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here comes the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Back to the ground game on the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On the move. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's now up to 64 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it.
Lost one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami.
And the Groupers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. First play of the drive comes from the 38. It's a seam wide open. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle at Sheffield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll move the tight end. Right back to him on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the groupers line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. FIU set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
To the air, it's Jenkins. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Get it out on the screen. It's a running room. They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking.
Makes the grab, ready for the first down. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Steps away to find some room. Wide open. Got some room entered to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Inside the 30, and here he comes. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Fouls through the defense. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
On the ground, it's Craig. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. The groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the option. Now the toss. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll go to the counter play, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
On the option. He'll pitch it. He has the first and still on his feet. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Florida International. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Oh, a lot of space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the groupers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Got a man in the middle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Kelly. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The groupers will line it up on 1st and 10. Let's go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the groupers want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Grabbed over the middle at Sheffield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble is just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it, but more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to set up the screen. Turning on the Jets. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
They'll try the run, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Nice pick up there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Makes the grab. It's Lewis. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Proctor. Starting to feel a little pressure. Quarterback's got the first. Oh, he's got some space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to scramble. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here we go. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Caught inside the 30, they'll bring it back. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players.